this should now be working. Yes. I'm not even doing my little intro thing because I don't need to do it. What do we need? We need... Okay. We're getting on the Pokemon music again. Again, I'll pick a different Nintendo property one day. Not that day is not today. Thank you for my camera falling over. I appreciate it every single time. It means I'll have to reset the VTuber so she actually looks good. Is my mic on? Yes, my mic is on. The music is not on. That's something that needs to be changed. Explorer. This is the right Explorer. Right? Live and YouTube live streaming. Oh, there we go. That should be working now, and it should be live. Hopefully. Unless, yeah, and it's set to private. Of course, it's a private. No wonder there's no one showing up. Why is it set to private? There we go, public. There, not private. Bro, I'm streaming to an audience of 1 and it's my fault. That's silly. Yeah, it should be set to public because the visibility was set wrong. Now I'm just gonna reload until it shows up for me. Yeah. Right, that is the wrong cup. Oh, I need to change my setup because it's all wrong. I love how the model breaks. I was looking, after one of my streams, I was looking into Luppet, because I thought it would be very fun to try a new VTuber program. There is one that I've seen that looks amazing. It has inbuilt hand tracking, which is insane. What did I want to do? Can I do an adjustment layer? Yeah, but it has insane hand tracking, but the thing is, it's on a subscription. I'm not sure if I use the model that often to subscribe to just subscribe. It's like it's 90 ish a month for me. That's not very cheap. Oh, what did I want? Where is it? Yeah, it's not very cheap. So I'm not sure if it's worth the investment. Because yes, it will make this model look far better, I'm pretty sure. But the problem is, can I really be bothered with having to pay that? Curves, hue, saturation, brightness, colors. I want, what's it called? Oh my god, they don't have it. Curves. I want it slightly more contrasty. Yeah. Oh, she looks demonic now. I don't like it. Because, brightness. Oh, we can give it... Whoa, eyebrow. Wait, how do I change it back? Yeah, and I want them to be brighter. It's like I want someone to focus on the eyes. I think I might do an over-the-top layer. Or lay on some more yellow. I forgot which brush I'm using. Lay on some more yellow. That looks horrible. And then... There we go. That's more like it. That's like glowing even. I like that. I can work with that. Hell yeah. It's gonna take a while. Oh yeah, I should test if chat works. If chat works. Oh, let's write a message quickly, because I just wanted to see if it pops up. It doesn't. It doesn't. Why? Why? No, it. Okay, it does. See, I fixed it. I'm smart enough to fix it. Oh. Okay. What did we want to do today? Oh, we wanted to finish this. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this today. Because... What's it called? I wanted to finish this today because I have an idea for the next thing we'll be drawing. We're going to do a clipping... Nope. We're going to do an alpha lock. I had an idea for the next thing I'm drawing. And it's because I kind of may have watched the entirety of Eurovision yesterday. And what that did was activate something inside of me. And they have such pretty outfits. Oh my god. The outfits. And like, I really wanna... like, draw something, make an OC. You'll be able to help me with the law if you wish to. That's one thing, is we're going to make an OC together. You can help me with the law, everything relating to that. I just have an idea for the design in mind. We're going to work off each other and hopefully create a fully fledged character. And that's going to be the idea. If it gets enough engagement, because of course, if it doesn't, I'll just be sitting here doing it alone. I'll be fine. We'll figure something out, you know? Situations are not always ideal, but we'll find something. I'm getting sick of this music, I'm not gonna lie. Hold up, Okay. Okay, what do we... That is highly copyrighted. Minecraft. Would this be better? Just need it to work. Media. Yeah. Why isn't it working? Oh, let me reset the site real quick that I get music from. We're going to do... Oh. It's Minecraft. I don't think I can use this. I've never heard it in backgrounds of stream games, so I won't. I'm gonna... Fortnite! No. Oh my god, this is so energetic. No, I have to be calmer. This is Mario. There we go. This quiet Mario, however you say it. I'm looking at my abdomen. If I don't like it, I think it's Galaxy. So, okay. This we're going to blend a little. Oh, that looked so good blended. There we go. I actually want to do like a bluish color for this. You can't see the difference, it needs to be a little lighter. Yeah, something like this. Like here especially. Because it's gonna blend out really nicely once we do blend it. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? Hopefully it does. I'll just blend it all out here. You can see the blue slightly. I think I'll go into more of like a blue color. Yeah. I would like to go back to the purple for the red for a few little spots. I'll make it a bit lighter. Because like here for example, we need to do the shorts. One thing that would be nice is to have the cape, but that's like a sharp line, so I'd be careful. Proceeds to just kind of randomly draw and hope it looks good. Yeah, honestly, that is my entire life, career. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this today. I highly doubt we won't because, what's it called? I mean, this is very far along into the process. And it's like, you know. It would be kinda silly if we don't finish this today. I think we'll manage just fine, so that's what we're going to do. There we go. Oh, I like that on the... We do this on the heart as well. Yeah, that looks good. We just need to like subtly erase it a little bit. We do... Yes! This is the plan. What? This does not look good though, and we'll have to edit it slightly. Like this being hard is kinda weird. That is not what I intended to convey in that sentence, but oh well. What happened today? There was F1 quali today. No, that was yesterday, but I watched the quali today. Or Yuki. Actually, I didn't even finish the quali. I think I got to Q1 and then I was like, you know what? That was what a race, man. Because today no, it's Amelia. Oh yeah, it has two names, but Imola took place. Unless I'm being unless I'm being ignorant. Then yeah, Imola took place. Yeah, all we have to do is subtly erase this because that should not be in shadow. There we go. Wait, it's the triple tap to redo? I don't know these keyboard shortcuts. No. There. So basically all we're doing is touching up little areas. Oh, this is a Mario fucking... Oh, it's pretty. If we do a little bap. I think we'll have to turn down the contrast a bit on the hair. And maybe this. Yeah, because I don't want it too much. Because I have a worry that's getting a bit too contrasty. When it gets contrasty, it gets a bit busy. And when it's busy, it's hard to tell like what's going on. I think we want it somewhere in between. Yep. And we want like it to be very clear what's going on. The eyes are kind of icky. Where did I shade the eyes? Oh, I did here. Oh yeah, I started a new layer, didn't I? I'm forgetting. Yeah, for this little bit of bounce lighting. That's why I was on such a hard brush. Fair. This should go on the line art, honestly. But yeah, we can use this as a highlight, because some highlights would be good. Not a lot, just a few. And just blend it in a little bit. It looks glossy, but I'm not opposed to that. And I'm supposed to shade because it's like a material and so it should look like a material. Shut up. It's my art and I get to make the mistakes that I'll regret. Get your own. Get your own. What? Yeah, a bit of lighting, especially like here. Oh, this would be so good. If I color this and then like... It will look good, it will look good, we just need to, yeah, do that. It's glossy. I'm not sure, but having like a little bit of bounce lighting like this would be fun. Like a bit, so we'll kinda... I think we'll have to do it from the inside, yeah. And then we can turn down the brush size. I still hate the way this program does brush sizes. It's very silly. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Might leave it just like on the chest and that's it. I'm pressing down way too roughly. What? And what here we need like a nice shading color. Because these hearts look so unsaturated. It might just kinda change them around a little bit. Yeah. And this is a really weird color to shade with. It needs to go down. Oh, that is so much better. Okay. And this is, yeah. This kind of could work as the shading color. You could do like a little flippy. Yes, and then we could use just plain old white as, yeah. What is this color? It's giving me grey. It's not grey. It's not the vibe. Don't have anything else. This is Animal Crossing, I think, but I don't know. I think we're going to go to... Oh, it's an hour-long mix. I actually used 3 hours. Again? How many exams do you have? God damn it! Really? I'm so sorry. I feel responsible for that. Oh Christ. Good luck. Unfortunate. We should be able to finish this today, hopefully. And then I'm probably gonna do another set of art streams, because I came up with what we'll be doing next, if that all works out, is a bit because of Eurovision mostly. What's it called? There was the whole Eurovision thing. I watched it with a mate of mine. And how it's going is I really like the outfits, and I want to create an OC based on the outfits. Now, I already picked, like, what character design I'm making. I already picked the character design, but personality and all that depends on whatever weird things come up in chat. It depends if there would be any engagement at all in the first place, but that's what will be next, because I really liked some of the outfits of some of the acts, and it kind of got to me, and I was like, I need to draw this. I was like, I could draw it on stream, because I'll probably do it, like, if I didn't do it on stream, I'd do it at home anyway. Well, I am at home, but, like, privately. Need a reason to, stay awake. Fair enough. Oh, God. Wait. It's just horrible luck. Like, I was going to stream yesterday, but I had no energy to do anything. Genuinely, it was not a good motivation day, which is okay, it happens sometimes. Today was much better on the whole motivation department, so I actually got some of my work done, not all of it. But the stuff I needed to do is pretty much done. So I'll be able to stream. I'll finish it in like less than 20 minutes, because all I have to do is export one video for like a client, and then we'll be done. Yeah, community character, sure. But it's like I already picked what he'd. I mostly draw girls. It's like, so it would probably be a girl, but what's it called? I'm going to mix a few outfits from the Eurovision acts I really liked yesterday, because that all went down, and then we'll see what happens. And also Sanhua from Wuwa, because she fits, apparently. I'm not sure if we'll keep the white hair, but just the general aesthetic of Sanhua. But yeah, we'll be creating an abomination one day after this is done. We should hopefully get this VTuber kind of art done today, because there is not a lot left to do. Genuinely, I'm actually gonna just use a hair shading color. There is not a lot left to do, which is great. It's just a bit of shading, a bit of tidying up, and then you can call it finished. I'll make like a little wallpaper, and then yeah, maybe I'll make some stream highlights if I find the time and the will of this, because it would be very fun. Okay, Eurovision. Okay, so when did it start? When did the 1956? From what I know, because I may be very incorrect on this, and I'm not sure, because I'm going off memory. I'm not going off things I remember too well. It's basically, TV was around, and broadcasters needed a way to fill time. And they had nothing. They had no new shows, and they wanted just a cheap way to fill time. So they decided to host a song contest. And the participants would be all the countries that the broadcasting network is in. Now, the reason I'm saying broadcasting network and not Europe is because that includes Azerbaijan, Israel, and Australia. Because I think they were in like the UK sphere of influence, or UK broadcasting network, or like they got TV from there. I don't know the specifics of it, but what that basically meant is that they could also compete, because they'd be able to see it, they'd be able to vote and stuff like that. So that's how it started. Oh yeah, fun fact, the Eastern Bloc, like, also had its own version of Eurovision until that died, which is kind of funny. Because the communists were kind of jealous. It was like, let's make our own one with hookers and blackjack. It didn't work out. It's basically just a song competition, where everyone hates the judges, because no one likes what songs they vote in and what they don't. Where every country has like, every country that's selected has like their own internal selection process where people just like apply to go to Eurovision, and then they select which is the best song, because you're only performing one song, and then once in the country you become the most popular or you win the vote, or you're just decided, you're selected in your own country, and that means you'll be able to compete. And then you go to Eurovision and you have a final, a semi-final, and 1 and 2, and a grand final. So a semi-final basically decides, like, it removes a few people from the roster. So for example, Ireland didn't make it to the final, the grand final as it's called. Australia didn't, which is a tragedy. And a few other countries just didn't make the selection process. And then there's the grand final where they vote. You have the judges, who we don't like the judges, and then you have a televote, which is people pay money to vote, and it's actually rigged because several, like, one country in particular might just buy a shit ton of votes because they just cost money and a fake SIM card. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and it's insane. Like, you won't find good music there. I mean, you will, but it's like, it's mostly crazy. The entire point is just to have fun. Some of the entries are very memey, and some of them are serious. You might get like a ballad, and then you get some guy singing about, well, this year we had the Estonians singing about Italy and espressos. So yeah, that was a thing. But there are a few acts that I really like the clothing on, and I'm going to try and fuse it together forcefully, because I think it would make for a good exercise in drawing, and also I just think it would be fun to try, because I have an unhealthy obsession with combat boots. And the German girl who is representing Germany, her song, I like it, but her outfit, very nice. So hopefully I'll be able to add, like, I'm picking her outfit and the guy from Armenia, with using Armenia and Germany. Oh my god, that could be in the lore. I'm going to study for this religious study thingy. There are these guys labeled in the notes as English, while the only headings... What? Wait a second, let me read that again. I'm going to study my notes right now for this religious study thingy, and these guys labeled the notes as English, while only the headings are... Oh my god. That's a bit silly, Oh, in Poland, we have like a thing where if you have a book, right, you will always get the translation of the guy's name in like a... How do you say it? Like, not a direct translation, but how to say the name. Like, you have it written out phonetically. Yeah, that's what I meant. And that's funny. Except for the worst one. Objectively, the worst Polish thing is that we don't say George Washington, albo George Washington. We say Jerzy Washington. And I hate that, because it keeps confusing me. Who is Jerzy? Why is he... Jerzy means hedgehog, by the way. Why is he a hedgehog? What did he do? And I think that is very silly. If I could, I would prefer just George. But no, it's Jerzy in some places. In some places it's George, in some it's Jerzy. You don't pick. It changes, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But I do like this. I'm getting kind of lazy with this because I want to finish this. I know I'd have all the time in the world, but at the end of my art, at the end of it all, I get a little bit impatient. And I just want to say, this is done, this is over, can I go home now? Can I call it a day and start another? But yeah. We'll be making the Euro OC. Oh, that's a good title. That will be funny. But I have to do it quickly so I can chill. I probably won't. I'll probably forget about this and do it 47 business months later when it gets into my brain again. Maybe one day. When do you have a test next time? I'll make sure to schedule it then. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog founded the United States. That's why he isn't Japanese, he's American. American Idol. Here, that looks alright. We'll keep it like that. These are the glasses, yep. I should probably make this gold as well. And... yep. This is like the layer, the last one that I usually add. It adds life. That adds life. Test is on the Wednesday. It has to be Tuesday. Okay, it has to be Tuesday. Maybe then. If we finish today, this, then sure, I think I'll be 3 on Tuesday. I just have to, usually before art streams, I pre-make a sketch. I'll show the speed paint, obviously, because I don't want people to think it's AI or anything like that. But usually I would make the sketch because in order for me to proceed with like art, I need to feel the sketch. And if I'm not feeling the sketch, then nothing will go right, and I'll just end up drawing something that looks bad or I'm unhappy with. Like, usually it's just better to premeditative murder. You know, think it through a little. So I'll probably come up with like a sketch of maybe just the base of the character, of the body, and yeah, the proportions. Because that would be the wisest thing to do. Because then I have something to work with when I start streaming. Because that's the most important thing. Something to just kind of go off of. Because you need a kind of idea. Because I know I can just continue this and that's fine and I can start sporadically. But if you don't have an idea, it usually just kind of falls apart and you don't know what to talk about. The problem is I have a mental deficiency, so I can talk non-stop for no reason. And then my throat gets really dry. I need to fix like this whole area. I need to fix the whole thing. The whole thing needs fixing. Not blending brushes. Actually, we could use the texture blend for some of this. I mean, it's like here. I'd like to add a bit texture blend. It's so subtle, but it's there. It's like the bumpy surface. That's the texture blend. Blem. Hell yeah. Something like this because it feels kind of empty, and we don't want it to feel empty. We want it to feel full and colorful and lovely and nice. It's like the last layer I usually do is kind of like a painting layer. So I'm just going to go kind of crazy with ideas and see what I like, see what I don't like. Because the last few layers are just kind of experimental or just filling in like gaps that I haven't done. Like this scarring, it should be kind of a little bit shaded. Actually, I should probably look up some references, but I mean, it's cartoonish enough that you get the point. Or like this liner of the scarring should be different. Yeah, I know I can change it the normal way with just changing the layer, but no. No. Well, we're doing drobiazgi, tak zwane, which means like finishing touches, and that means like the details, kinda. Yeah. Or fraszki. That's also an old way of saying it. Did you vote for the... Oh, yeah! Today is voting day. No, I did not vote. I did not look into the candidates really. There was a funny woman with pearls and all that. But no. Unfortunately, I did not. I should ask my brother if he voted. Yeah. I was going to, but then I forgot. Damn. I was reminded again. I think today I accidentally messed up because I was working before this to make a little quick video for a client. It's like some guy teaching history. And I did everything and I was super happy and then I exported it and I looked and it's 35 minutes to export. Like, what? Then I let it run. The file size is 10 gigabytes for a 15-minute video. And that is not very, that is very wrong. That should not be happening. I have to fix that later. That's why it's gonna be a short stream today, so I can manage to go to bed at a reasonable time. And also fix that. I was supposed to do another thing. Because like I have a job until the end of the month. I have time to make like this logo. Yeah, 10 gigabytes. I know, that's insane. That shouldn't be possible. But I think I just exported it as like really high quality. And it doesn't have to be high quality. It's a YouTube video. It doesn't have to be. So I'm going to just delete that and export it again. What's it called? What was I saying? I don't remember. What was I going on? What was I gonna say? I had an entire speech planned in my brain, and then my brain was like, no, let's forget everything. This could be this could have little highlights. That would be cute. Hell yeah. Slay. I genuinely forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. Sleeping early is great. Is it like midnight right now for you? Or almost midnight? Because last time I remembered I did actually look it up and it was like really close. And it was a similar time because I usually stream in the evening. So I've noticed more people go and show up then. I was replying to ChatGPT. Fair. Please make sure to thank ChatGPT because it costs a buttload of money. It costs like shit tons of money for the ChatGPT to respond to the thank you. So ask it be very kind to it, and therefore you will deplete OpenAI's budget, which is a good thing. 11:59. The Nile is a river in Egypt. What? Does that look any good? It's subtle, but it's there. Now I need to do like, the shoes are the most neglected part of the drawing. I kind of made them, forgot they exist and left them there. Which is like, how most things go. What's it called? Alpha lock. Yeah, I want to get rid of this. I want to add like a bit more shading because this should be shaded. I think a little bounce lighting here would look really good. Hell yeah. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have to make sense. And just more on this area. Because the these are not trousers, these are shorts. But they look very unshaded. And it's annoying me. Because, I don't know, I guess I did it sparingly. Which is like fair enough, but I usually prefer a lot of shading. A lot of shadowy areas and stuff like that, dramatic lighting. And then we can smooth it out nicely. Cut this a little bit. Cut this a little bit. This one too. You can have like a little square. Can you see how much thought I put into this? Absolutely none, but I think that looks a lot nicer. There we go. Because this was kind of a dry area. That doesn't make any sense. It was an area that needed help. Sure. There we go. Shorts, like YouTube shorts. This is how my brain works. Shorts like YouTube shorts are like the worst thing that have ever happened, I think. It's like, it's not bad, but videos like that are so attention draining. Holy hell, this year, or like these few years, have killed my attention span and everyone else's. It's like, I have, actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to admit this, but I have a little fancy little thing on my phone that means I can get rid of shorts. It have single-handedly made me appreciate art of this sort so much more. Yep, thank you! Oh my god, artists work so hard. I know, even if you don't like the style of something, even if you think it's cheaply made, and even if you can see the proportions are off, something's missing, someone still works super hard on that. It's just, like, the mainstream, I guess what you find on Pinterest and all that, is people who have been working and doing this for years. And like, years, I mean decades. They are donkeys, and they draw amazingly. Oh, I've done so much practice. Because, let's be honest, practice is boring, but it's good for you. If I wanted to rapidly improve as an artist, you need to draw boxes. You need to draw, like, boxes at every angle, every perspective. But that's not what makes you fun. And if you keep drawing boxes, then you won't, like, want to draw at all. It's like this delicate balance, but the artists who practice the most usually get the farthest, and then you see them on all the mainstream media and stuff, and you look at and you see thousands of pieces of art, and it's just, you don't think about it. You look at it for 5 seconds and go to the next one, because sadly that's how our culture is now, and that's perfectly fine, I guess. You see, think yes, and leave a like, and that's about it. But it takes hours. Especially if I'm taking a bit more time on this one as well. I may or may not have what you wrote in the comment. I do not support nor deny the allegations. Wait, was it? I do not support the allegation? I don't think that's how you're supposed to say it. Oh well. The thing is, the streamer brain genuinely happens. Like, when you're live, you say stupid things, or you get like 10 times less intelligent. It's a real thing. Because right here, I'm drawing, I have to focus on that, I'm thinking about the drawing, I'm thinking about what to reply with, I'm thinking about what I'm saying, I'm thinking, this is what I can't say, this is what I can say. Because, like, for example, I'm not gonna give, like, a casual conversation where I reveal my home address and phone number, you know? It's always just kind of this kind of worry of is this all working? And then, when so much of your mind is taken up by the technical aspects of things, you act stupid. And that's where you get great clips from. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Oh... What's it called? We need the shoes. I think it's the shoes that are like, yeah, because if we go to this layer, whoa. I think I might change the line art color. If my friend gets drunk on cool, I bait her into saying Fallout 3's fantasy. That is such an innocent prank. I love it. Do it more often. I mean, I disagree with the take, but it's very funny. Keep doing it. Annoying people is funny. It's like, recently, I don't know, I've said this on stream, but I'm not sure who I said it to, which is another question. I've gone into Baldur's Gate 3. I've gotten my ass handed to me so many times. Oh my god. I stopped playing the game for a few days, like, since Thursday, because it's a marathon. It's so stressful, because I want all my friends, all the companions to be okay, and I don't want them to be hurt, but I keep killing them by accident, or making them horrible choices, or in combat. It just feels like a balancing act. I have to juggle everything. It's like, I need to make sure all these people are happy, and they all hate each other, and they all have different opinions. It's called being a people pleaser. And it has ruined me. I think we have to add a bit more details on the shoe. Because it's kind of empty. Even with the shading, it'll be a bit empty. But like, whoa, that game is intense. It's not like something I come home to relax to. It's like something is like, let me manage the entire. It's like a dating sim, but you have to manage everyone, and I just want them to be happy. I just want them to be happy. But I'm probably gonna pick the worst options. Dimitri successfully finished the. I'm not finishing that. Congratulations. I wish I didn't have to read that. Oh well, such is life. That will haunt my dreams. What? This way, you should read things, perhaps. But no, I will not do that, because it is funnier not to think. Head empty. Pretty much, yeah. Was I ranting about? I was ranting about Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. Why? Yeah. Like, I keep killing people by accident. I played The Witcher, and there was the whole thing with the Baron. I'm not gonna finish that sentence, not even for the clip. No. I'm not mentally prepared to do that. Successful. If I said it while casually drawing too, that would have been funny. But I'm not gonna do it because it wouldn't be authentic. We pride ourselves on our authenticity. No, authenticity is genuinely like the best marketing material now. People love it. People crave it. People crave people to be honest, to be transparent, etc. Because the media is kind of so closeted. Not like gay, but like closeted. And it's great to sell your authenticity. Many people get away with it. Even though you don't have to be authentic. You just have to pretend, give the illusion that you are being honest. I guess with VTubing it's different. Because most people have characters, have lore, have like an anonymity with them. But they are still not fully committing to a character. Like some commit more F and we worse F3? What? F and we worse than was F3. Like, the only thing that comes to mind is my brain rot saying, yes, F3. You're talking about Formula 3. I know nothing about Formula 3. I only watch the big boy sports. And sometimes F2. Like, and no, it wasn't, it's F Academy now. FW died. FW RIP. That died years ago. Uh, what? F and we worse. I don't get it. I don't get it. What do you mean? F and we worse. Where I get F3 is Fallout 3 now. Where is Fallout? You think it's EF? No, F. I don't get it. I feel I don't get it. Someone explain it. Oh my god, VTuber just now had an L opinion. Oh, shit opinion. I shouldn't swear because it will demonetize me. That's the only reason to be honest. I still think these shoes need a bit more detail because they feel. I think I'll put like a gray color and do like some details, like in between gray, or like a color from here. I've successfully got. No, that was an L take. Like, I was just reading out your L take. Like, I'm reading out your Twitch message, man. Twitch? What? This is YouTube! It's just an L take. Oh, I want to do texturing, yeah. Oh, something like that. But if we go and create a new this, and then we do a clipping layer. Clipping mask. Yeah, we have something like this, which doesn't look that good in and of itself. But we can turn it to multiply. And that's a bit more texture. Actually, I don't like the multiply. We might make it normal and turn it down. I poke fun at your game and you call me a Twitch chatter. Yes, you've gone down in intelligence. Indeed. I forget. I did one stream on Twitch, I think a few times, but that was when I had bad internet. I would probably do it again when I get better internet, but no, I don't have it. I'm just trying to add like noise, to be fair, right now. Because these shows feel so boring. Need them to be like interesting. Need details. I know that no one ever looks at the shoes, but it's annoying me now. It's like I copied them off a real thing. I'm still on the texture brush. Yeah, this will. What if we do something like this? That's a bit too thick. It's a bit too thin. I guess we don't have an option to succeed. Oh, that looks cool for like the shading, yeah. But like these little things here, they could get some, yeah. Let me go grab something that's textured. This, and then we can make it smaller, yeah. We can do like little dark spots, exactly. I don't recall if I was supposed to ever fix this or leave it, but it looks so bad, man. The small details look so cool, thank you! Usually I don't focus on the small details. Like, when I was drawing, what's it called? Oh my god, the most hellish thing I've done, I was drawing my New Vegas OC, because I do have a New Vegas OC. And, it took 8 hours, because I did a background of the Mojave, I don't know how I say Mojave. Of the Mojave, and oh my god, it was torturous trying to draw sand dunes, and like, I did the Lucky 38 in the background. It was mostly Paint Toledo. I didn't do line art for the background, and people who do backgrounds are just insane. Yeah, this should be thicker. But yeah, thank you. What? It'll be a bit uneven, but that's fine. I mean, she's asymmetrical anyway. It'll just be more asymmetrical. It'll just get worse. It'll just get worse, and that's fine. And then we're gonna do what? Oh, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. What? It's like drawing. Not surprised. All my New Vegas OC are just a Fallout character who went to New Vegas. Fair enough. I mean, you can have a Tale of Two Wastelands and really get into that role-playing aspect, which is cool. For me personally, I have a tribal, not a tribal, but like someone who murdered a lot of people and was a very bad person. Like in a gang, like, you know, the Vipers. Okay, to be fair, the New Vegas gangs are very fucking forgettable. Like, apart from like the Great Khans or something, I don't know these people's name. The Vipers, I think, were one of them. I don't know. But the Vipers, let's say, or some other made-up gang, murdered so many people and then got brain damage. And then you get brain damage from being kicked off a cliff. That was the whole thing. It was a betrayal, by the way. And then, finally, she becomes a doctor with, like, 1 intelligence because she has brain damage and, like, is the most head-empty person ever, but is also a doctor for no reason. It is a very goofy type of character. They are very head-empty, but, I mean, who's going to stop them? It's not like no one can revoke your medical license in the apocalypse, exactly. Why do I agree with myself like I'm reading a comment? I love playing Fallout games as a complete psycho. Fair. I always want to do psychopathic playthroughs. I think my OC started from a psychopathic playthrough. But the problem is, I can't commit to it. I think I murdered the entirety of Goodsprings. And then I felt bad about it, but I didn't reload the save, I just continued, and I was a good person for the rest of the playthrough. So, like, all of Goodsprings is dead. I've started down the Yes Man ending. And then at the same time, like, what's it called? I've helped everyone I could aside from that. But then I also nuked, I think I nuked, like, the 2 factions, or just the Legion. I don't know what I did for Lonesome Road. I started with Lonesome Road for that playthrough. I just, like, that was my first DLC. I did them completely out of order. I finished on Big Empty. I mean, fair, it is fun being mean sometimes. But I can't. Cause, like, I just want the characters to be happy. I suck up to them so badly. It's like any RPG, any game, doesn't matter. I just want them to be happy. If I think something's going to go wrong, I start looking up quest things and quest answers and being like, what are the repercussions of this? Who will I fuck over? And will they be better or worse? Because I just don't want them... A goody two-shoes, basically. I like living out my fantasy where things are okay for once. In the post-apocalypse, yes, of course. Natürlich. There, that looks a bit better, yeah. Yeah, I still wanna change a few things. Like, here, I think the line art should go away, yeah. There we go. And for this too. Yeah. I know it should be lit, but nah. Nah. It's like the worst thing I ever did. I was playing. Oh my god, I was supposed to say The Witcher 3. Yeah, I was playing The Witcher 3, and I was doing like a quest for this guy named the Baron. I picked all the worst options by accident, and I got him to hang himself. Yes, it was that bad. I picked every worst option imaginable, to the point where I got the worst ending in the quest, where a guy hangs himself because of what you say to him. And then I looked back at my playtime, and I was like 3 hours in, and I was like, oh fuck, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to redo the entire quest, go back like 4 hours just to make sure man doesn't die. It's like, nah. And I left him to hang himself. That was the worst thing I've done in recent memory. But it was kind of funny, because I didn't expect it to happen. And when it did, I was like, huh? I was like, should I reload? No. I save scum all the time. A message between I don't know and my first time didn't... Huh? Huh? The chat message delay as in my response, or how it shows up on stream elements. Because that is a thing with stream elements, yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop reading from OBS and start reading from the actual YouTube player, because that'll be far more consistent, and it should make, even if they don't show up correctly on stream, it will make it far more consistent. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yeah, it's not showing up. Oh, that's so stupid. Ah. Yeah. No. Is this layer? No, it can't be. What is going on? What is going on? Where is this line from? I don't know. Oh my god. Not here, it's not here. After not talking about anything. Nah, it doesn't have to be related to the drawing. I check complete shit by myself anyways, like, it doesn't have to be related to the art. I mean, the art is just kind of something that I'm doing in the background, and sometimes I'll mention it, but like, I've talked at length about this whole idea and the concept and everything. So she's just kind of vibing as I finish her up. And then I'll have to move on to sketching something for the Euro OC. That's what I'm calling them. And I'll have to make a thumbnail and change the tags. Oh my god, I hate YouTube stream tags. They're so annoying to fill out because I don't know what they do. I'm not told what they do, but I know I should have them. So I just get ChatGPT to generate tags. I tell it like, and it usually works out. I don't even think they help that much with engagement and stuff like that. But no. It's like tags in general are weird, because like, for example, Instagram, hashtags don't really do anything for your visibility. It's more like categorization than anything. That I know for a fact. TikTok, no idea. I don't know much about TikTok's algorithm or what it does. No. There we go. I don't know if that looks any good, but sure. Funny part about me watching his streams, I don't watch any other VTubers. Me too. I don't watch VTubers either. It's like I don't watch streams in general, because I don't have time for it. I don't really have like the time to sit down. Well, I mean, I guess I could find it, but I prefer short form content. But I've been streaming a lot recently because it's fun. It's fun to stream, but it's like I don't like watching streams, and which is a weird dilemma. Like I don't watch VTubers too. I listen to their music a lot. I listen to a lot of covers. The VTuber industry has done wonders for my music playlist, to be honest. Because it has given me so many recommendations, and they do so many like obscure English covers of songs that I've been wanting to find for years. And then I did sit through a couple of debuts. The debuts are interesting to watch. That's like part of the culture in and of itself. Because I am more like a regular streamer than a VTuber, I think. Like, obviously I can't declassify myself as a VTuber because I have the entire model thing. But it's like, I don't play into much of a kayfabe. I don't really like doing that. I don't see the reason. I don't see the point. Background music that you can interact with. That is fair. Yeah. Some of my mates also say... I got a DM from a friend of mine. She was asking when I'd be streaming next because she needs background noise while she grinds in like some gacha game, and I was like, and that was quite funny. But yeah, it's good background noise, I'll give that. It's something to listen to and have on. It's just good rambling. Like, I like listening to long-form videos talk about video games that I'll never play in my life. For hours. That's like a similar thing to a stream, it's just more concise, I think. As like, it's less interactable. That is very true. Streams are much more interactable. But it's like, you'd have to find those small streamers if you want to make a big difference, unless you want to spend money. It's like, no one wants to spend money. No one wants to spend money. Give me pointers to how to annoy you. I don't get annoyed at a lot of things. The only thing that killed me recently was geography. The American person who was in the chat and started talking about Poland being part of Denmark, and I was like, what? What? What pet peeves do I have? Nothing, like, in real life it's like common ones, like people chewing or stuff like that, chalk. I hate the sound of pencils. I hate the sound of pencils. Oh my god, the sound of pencils is the most annoying thing to me. And I'm an artist, so I torture myself because I draw on paper and then I hear this torturous sound and it annoys me so much. Poland is bad. Fair enough. That depends on like what aspect of Poland. Because politics, yeah. In terms of how, what's it called? It's Polish people can be very racist, homophobic, stuff like that. Non-accepting of anyone who just doesn't fit the norm. Yep, that is a trait that we have, and it's annoying. It's like, especially with politics, so anti everything and conservative. So yes, in that respect, we are quite bad. We had the anti-LGBT zones for a while. No. That one I didn't like. Imagine the sound of a pencil rubbing against a decaying metal door. Aha, no, fuck you. No. That's actually... I don't like that one. Ouch. I don't like that one. Not at all. I hate you. Peachy. I think there should be white, yeah. Knew I couldn't leave. Fair enough. I usually don't get annoyed that much. Unless it's like minor things that are building up. It's like then it annoys me. And then get kinda with it. How long have we been going? An hour and 10 minutes. I was gonna end at 30, I think, but like there's not much to do with this. I'm kind of adding the finishing touches with this layer. Trying to make it a bit nicer to look at, but apart from that, there's nothing really to add, which I guess I could start making plans for the thing. I would have to make a new canvas and like get the reference images, because I have to make sure people know know what's going on, because it's harder concept, yeah. I took a... Just one time I had a friend who took a break from social media, and afterwards when I annoyed them, they said I really needed that break. Fair. Good for them. I wish I could take a break from social media. Well, I could, it's just that it's hard to have so much self-control. Like, I used to be very disciplined. Oh my god, like 2 years ago, Jesus Christ, I was like a robot, but it wasn't really that fulfilling. Like, a break from the internet would be nice once in a while, yeah. It's funny how phones turned from something that became so wonderful into something that people actively want to escape from because it's just toxic to you. It's like, I avoid the worst social media sites. I have a Twitter, I don't use it. I have a Reddit, I barely use it, like, when I get into a fandom or something. I have Instagram, I don't use it. Like, all these things It's only Pinterest. That's my biggest social media addiction, is Pinterest. Because it's the best place. It's all the media, but not the social. That's why I like it so much. That's how I describe it. And it's like really good getting into a fandom and then just finding art to live off of. Because I am that type of person who latches onto something, and that's my special interest, and I love it, and it's my favorite thing for like a solid God knows how long. And then, yeah, it vanishes. So Pinterest really good for that. And other social media, meh. Pinterest is like the best one, I think. Except for the AI art. The AI art on Pinterest is getting bad, yeah. There's Kara, which is like an anti-AI platform. My biggest depressive period was late teen years when really the structure of society, especially in Asia, being race and academics and priority. Yeah, I know how that feels, because maybe I didn't have that pressure from the outside, but I did have it from the inside, where I had this period of my time where it was like, I needed to be an overachiever. And it was like, this year, I really took a break from that, and I still call myself lazy, I still call myself pathetic for that, and it still sucks that I can't give my brain a break. And it's like, in 8th grade, I'm gonna flex a bit here, I have an average of 5:15 which is really good for like 2018 subjects, I think it was. Second best in the entire my entire school year, and what's it called? It was destroying me inside because I'd go home, I'd eat, and I'd study, and that's still the routine because in Poland you don't get a break, you have a test every other day, but I stopped giving myself breaks, like where instead of studying immediately, I used to play games for an hour and then go to study, and small stuff like that goes a long way. And it's just that break that is required for the human brain to actually focus. Because it became very toxic very quickly. It was like, I would cry if I didn't get the correct grade, and it was pathetic. But it's like this year, eventually, and it's like, you stop caring. Because in Poland, because I can't speak for Asia, it doesn't matter too much. Like, the thing that matters is like the final exam. I used to be a high school high achiever. I used to be a high school, okay. I used to be a high achiever back in middle school too. It's kind of see other people, like some of these folks don't even have friends. Yep, I know how it feels. It's like, my friend, I made a friend, and they kind of got me motivated to study. I did, and I succeeded, and I was so happy. And I tied that to, you tie that to your self-worth. And that's when it becomes a real big problem. Because, like, you feel stupider than everyone else. But you feel like you have to make up for it by studying constantly. Because if you study, then, well, you'll be better than them because you put in the hard work. But you still feel at the bottom of everything. It doesn't matter what you do. It's like, eventually you have to realize to take a step back from that. And be like, I just need it to be good enough. It's like, I think I'm going to it's best to set like goals, like from this subject I want this grade, for this subject I think I can get this grade, and try and work towards that instead of trying to be absolutely perfect. Because it's highly dependent on like teachers as well. It highly depends on teachers and every like, did you have a good night's sleep before that test, etc, etc. So unless it's really important, you shouldn't sacrifice an hour or a little bit more of me time. Like an hour or two every day, half an hour, something like that, just to be able to reset after everything. Because it's kind of troubling. That's a good way I managed to keep okay. It's just like, I'm gonna treat myself to an hour of like doing this, and then I'll have to be forced to study, and I'll be fine. And then I get to be happy about that one thing and latch onto it. And being able to latch onto something is very needed. There we go. My biggest autistic fantasy is to live in a shire in the middle of the earth, from the Lords of the Talking Class. Fair. I never read Lord of the Rings. I wasn't a big reader until my friend invited me to this book fair, and it's like a proper convention that happens yearly. We still go yearly. And that got me really into books because instead of, I could buy the ones I wanted, It's like, this story looks cool. I look up a review and it's like, this is for me. And then I got it and it's like, I read it and I was like, whoa, I'm not lazy. You just need to find content that you'll like. And it's like, I don't particularly gravitate towards fantasy stories. That's not to say that I can't enjoy them, that they're not bad, yeah, they aren't bad. I just don't gravitate towards them as much. Lord of the Rings books are kind of dry. I wouldn't say that. I'd say they're perfectly good books. It's just that I know it's not my type of thing. I don't gravitate towards fantasy. I like magic, fantasy and all that, but in like a kind of futuristic setting and more modern settings. That makes the brain go brr. Or like, you know, like from newer periods, newer eras, even if that era is like the 1920s. It's like, or the far, far future, or like complete fantasy but modern fantasy. Like there's this one book, Threads That Bind and Hearts That Cut. There's a sequel. There's some event in Poznan, where my friend met an author and talking about it, and he was the author. Oh my god, that's so cool! Yeah, at the book fair, they do talk about, what's it called? They do have authors, they invite them over. I prefer English, reading in English, so I don't really, you know, meeting authors isn't a thing that I'd probably do. Monotonously detailed, fair enough. I mean, that's cool because you can tell someone really loved a world when they made it. And there's just something precious about reading something that you know that was loved. Like, I know this is gonna sound bad. Fanfiction, right? I started reading before work just fanfiction of media I like. Some wholesome, just sweet thing before the day starts, some fluff, because I won't take a whole book into my bag, but I just wanted a little something to read while I was waiting my hour of pain. It's like I go into some fanfiction, and oh my god, some of it is bad, and I don't like it, but some of it you can get into it, and you can just feel the humanity radiating off of it. And that feels really special, feeling like someone made it with care. Someone really liked these characters, really liked the plot, and tried their best. And just humanity in art is something precious. Which is why AI will never get far, in a way. You can tell when something is AI gened and when it's not, because you can feel the soul. I know that sounds kind of weird, but especially with more works like that, you can just feel the soul in it. And there's something to be cherished, which is silly considering companies are trying to get rid of the soul. Like Duolingo, for example, they now have all AI courses. How is that going to work? It's going to be horrible, honestly. It's going to be horrible. They got rid of people who were talented, who knew languages, who were going to do this, but nope. They could have just eradicated it. And then I realized this. I had like a 500-day streak, and I was like, I'm doing the same things over and over again. This is boring. I should just buy a book if I want to learn the language. Art, yeah. I mean, art is really cool because it's subconscious. Like, people do things with intent, but there is always that layer where someone does something without even thinking about it, just naturally, and there is, like, this subconscious intent that the brain kind of pours into it. Dead Poets Society. I read that! I had that as a school thing. Instead of watching the movie, because most of my classmates watched the movie, I read it. I don't remember much about it, but I sincerely remember breaking down in tears because of that book. I remember getting to one part and just crying. And that's wonderful. I love when I cry due to media. It makes me happy when something gets me so attached to the characters that I end up crying. That's like incredible, especially with, like, I watch anime too. Like when that gets me to cry, I know I will like the show. Yeah. Oh my god, we just added so much detail to the eyes. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah. They look a lot better. Let's keep going. Nom. I don't remember anything about that book except for the fact that it made me cry and I loved it. I'm gonna be honest. One thing that was like the silliest thing, I cried over a poem. We were reading at school. We were analyzing this poem, and the teacher read it to me. And it moved me to genuine tears. I was in the back of the class crying my eyes off at this. It's like, I don't know how it moved me so much, because it's of an experience that I've never had. It is something that I can't even relate to. Yeah, it's a few words, like it was a few verses on a page, got me to tear up. I'm not sure if there's an English version, but it would be great to read. Is there an English one? Od przyrody, but these are all Polish ones, and I don't want to shove it through an AI because that would get rid of the meaning. Or like Google Translate, no. There's no translation. Basically, it's about a biology teacher. And from what I recall, it talks from the perspective of a student who meets this biology teacher who starts teaching them all these wonderful things and stuff like that. And there is one sentence halfway through. And it's a one sentence, and it's written very intentionally, that just kind of dropped there. It's like, during the second year of the war, he was killed, or like taken away, or died. I'm not sure if they implied the word killed. I should have a look at this. But that was extremely powerful, because it's just written off. I need to find that. Pyta. Jego namowy w 10 roku. Yeah, in the second year of the war, oh my god, how do you translate this word? The rascals of history killed him, which, it means Nazis. We're talking about Nazis, but calling them the rascals of history, damn! I love poetry so much, sometimes I used to get an urge to write. Yeah, I did too. I used to write down poetry stuff too. It wasn't any good, but it didn't have to be. Like, when you write something, when you make something, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be yours. You know? That's like a saying to keep grounded. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be mine. It's like I'd write little anecdotes and stuff. Little thoughts. It was very therapeutic. I stopped doing that. It's like little stories. My English notebook is covered in writings. For like OCs or ideas, characters, etc. Yeah, it was just the finality that got me, because it like builds it up, and it doesn't talk about when. It just talks about, yeah, we learned all this stuff. It was something about dissecting frogs, if I remember correctly. I was like, and then he dies. He dies. It's like, what's it called? And then it talks about if he went to heaven, if he went to hell, if he's repenting for his sins, or if he's somewhere else completely, you know? And it starts philosophizing, that's not a word, but it starts going on about where did someone like that go? And I think the last kind of paragraph was my favorite. It talks about when the character speaking or writing sees a leaf, or like, because it was a biology teacher, it was a leaf, he kicks, or like, a small plant, or conker basically, he kicks it into the grass, so that hopefully one day it will grow. I mean, yeah, poetry is just human emotion, and so valuable. That's why I don't like AI very much. It's a tool, and it's a useful tool, and we should use it. It's a good thing when used correctly. But when used to try and replace human emotion, which is something no data set can understand because we don't understand ourselves, right? It's hard, we can't explore the human brain. Like we can, but it's hard to understand where all these behaviors come from. So yeah. Little anecdotes like that are wonderful. It's like music too. Music is also one of the most powerful tools ever. Like, cause you can have silly songs, you can have technically shitposty songs, but I don't know, all of them express something, and humanity is just funky. Oh my god, this is the Animal Crossing song from like, I used to hear this all the time when I played the game. It was the summer, no it wasn't, yeah, it was the summer like kind of daytime theme. Hell yeah. I lost my train of thought, yeah. One thing I don't particularly like is all the categories. I don't like how humanity is like, we need to categorize this, or like, you have types of poems, or like, you doing something wrong. Like, that concept in art is so hard. So hard to judge objectively, subjectively. It's like, it's an intuitive thing, and that it's intuitive so you can't explain it. But, what's it called? Like, I guess objective is what most people agree upon, I guess. It's just literally the people's common, agreements, yeah. I don't like some of this. But I don't like the pointless categorization of everything, cause nature, oh my god, my teacher had this really good saying years ago when she was teaching me. It was like, humans create rules, nature creates exceptions, and I was like, I can't agree more. Wanna read something I wrote? Sure, that would be lovely. Oh my god, that would be an honor, genuinely. It takes a lot of strength to be able to post something like that. It is always lovely to see people, especially my friends, because they're people close to me, share something like that. Like, my friend was sharing a cover of a song. Was it good? Not particularly, but it was still lovely to hear. Lovely to see the effort and just the passion that went into it. It was great. And I could see that there were parts that were I keep mistaking those two words, that were genuinely enjoyable. Stuff like that is awesome. Why you shouldn't, like, shun artists, unless they're doing something very silly. By very silly, I mean borderline illegal. Or borderline illegal and or just really toxic. Oh, that looks good. Hell yeah, I'm keeping that. That was an accident. A happy accident. I had this like kind of in the sketch where, yeah. I focused a lot on the face. But that is a very big change. We're keeping it. We're going to finish this by lightly just texturing it with this brush. I mean, I am making art that's like public, but I've always shared my art, especially because I was forced to have a portfolio from my teachers. It was like, we had several students who didn't want to share their art. It's like the teacher said, did you do any more? It's like, yes, but I didn't feel it was good enough. It's like, that's all you have. If you're gonna make a portfolio, you need to share what you have. It doesn't matter if it's good enough or not. That's what you made, that's what you did, that's what you have to share. It's like, is this perfect? Is this like what you see on Pinterest, on whatever the hell? No, absolutely not. But it's what I can do, so I will share it by proxy, because it's something that I can create, and I have to share what I have. I can't share something that doesn't exist. Okay, well, the poem's coming. I'll read it once you write it all, and I'll like try and read it nicely. Cause I don't want to rush it too much, cause, you know, usually poems are meant to be read a bit slower and more introspective compared to the bullshit I spout. Gradually my poems started to get more and more abstract. I mean, fair. Like, I like those types of things. Where your brain just kinda, and that's a very short point, that's all. From the sun of winter's night. It's what's it called? Oxymoron. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, if I recall correctly. Because I have trust issues with myself, so any answer I give will potentially be wrong. Sounds like a saying. Today I was like reading random comments. I was like, I was watching YouTube shorts, I was rotting. And what's it called? There was this random ass comment. Or like, that this guy, the carpenter said. I was like, he said, I don't recall the words correctly, but it's so inspiring. It starts from crescent and ends on night. What's it called? There are a few sayings like that. Oh my god, there was one that came from a fucking Tana Mojo video. I was like, even the gutter sees the stars. No, that was from a Tumblr post. It was like such a quote, and someone commented that even the gutter sees the stars, and I couldn't agree more. Like, not calling her, I know nothing about her, so I won't insult her. I don't mean to. As like, that basically things of wisdom don't have to come from higher places. That's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm not trying to insult someone, I know nothing about her. That would be mean. There we go. What time is it? 22. I wasn't creating quote that, I just meant the poem started from a crescent and ended on a winter's night. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so stupid, I can't read properly. Oh my god. Crescent sign of chivalry, shed armor of cruelty. Where in the, I wish I could put on dramatic music. Where in the wearing of the, from the woes to whimpers, the feet clamber in the rhythm, patience wanes in patterns felt, scene made by unseen to protect their eyes from the sun of the winter's night. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Oh my god, that's my bad. Shed the armor of cruelty. I like that. I like that. That is a very good fire line. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. What's seen made unseen to protect their eyes? Well, my brain's trying to figure out, like, it's about humans. I would apply it to humans, to be honest, personally. This is the cool thing, I can make up whatever interpretation I want, and you can't say I'm wrong. Except if you're like a Polish teacher. I hate that. It's like, I sometimes have my interpretations and they're like, no, it's wrong. And I'm like, wow, thank you for telling me that it's invalidated. I'd consider more about humanity. I don't know why. I am silly. Like, what did I ever write? I think I wrote a hate piece on the school system. I was doing horribly mentally, yeah. I definitely did write, but I don't remember how it went. I think it was because I got really into Demon Dice music. She was like a rapper, and like doesn't upload as much anymore, but is still active on other social media. I am a mirror. I agree. What? I love being a mirror. I mean, technically the VTuber is a mirror. I like that accent. I like that highlight. Hell yeah. But it'll be kind of random. Yeah. No. No. We'll keep. I think we should make like a little highlight here to match it, kind of. A little bit. Like barely anything. What? There we go. Some little things like that. That's a bit too much. I don't want to go overboard with these kind of lines that I'm adding sporadically. Yep. There we go. I think a little brush of a highlight would be cool here. But I'd have to do it very subtly and then like kind of blur it out. Yeah. Not blur it, but like blend it. Okay, that looks like shit. It needs to be like a shape. Because art is all about shapes, unfortunately. So things need to just have a shape, a form to it in order for it to work. Sadly, it is all math and it always has been and I cannot escape it. That looks bad anyway. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not gonna commit to that. We might do a bit more shading. It's not that late. I'll probably end in like 30 minutes because then I have to go do like my own stuff for a short moment. And then yeah, I need to sleep because I have work tomorrow. I have to get up early to go to work and yeah. I just have to re-export that video and do a few chores. Should be good. Cause after this stream I think I'll say this done. Oh my god, the eyes look so much better, holy. One thing I would do the skin up a little bit. Yeah, so I'll take this kind of color. The skin needs some work here. I was using a different brush. Evolve. Very nice. We can do like a bit of skin stuff. Wait. With this color, yep. Because the skin feels it feels something. I don't know what it feels exactly, but something just doesn't feel correct. Still trying to find my notes in English. Half my notes are in Polish and the other half are in English, and it changes. Sometimes it's easier to write a word in one language and then in another. It's very funky because it leaves me like if I'm given no direction to note, it'll just be why you pierdoling po English po Polish. That looks weird. This should have a little, yeah. There we go. There we go. Right as rain. This should have something too. I can't quite explain it, but it should have something. No, I like the kind of, how do I say, the soft shading here. Do you get scared easily? Horror games are a no-no for me, but depends like what type of scared. Because fear is kind of like a spectrum of things. It's like, I absolutely hate horror games. I cannot play them. I played Cry of Fear on this channel once. Oh my god, that was horrible to me. That was the worst experience of my life. And my friend keeps subjecting it to me. Subjecting me to it. Please play. I want to play Resident Evil 4. I have played Resident Evil 7, like the start of it. Because I got installed, my brother installed it, so we were just kind of playing together for a little bit. And that was interesting, and I watched an entire playthrough. But if I had to pick a Resi game, I'd pick 4. Just because the characters look really pretty. It's so shallow as well. It's just the characters look really pretty. It's like I would either emulate it on PS2 because I have a PS2, or I would just buy the remake. Because it would be cool to play on original hardware. Because you could also, I have a projector I'd set up on a projector and stuff. That would be fun to set up on like a projector, put it to the wall, and then yeah. And then have a little ancient gaming corner. Resident Evil 7 is mostly body horror. Yeah, I have a PS2 which I ended up hacking. Or, well, you know, jailbreaking, whatever it's called, because it's different. And I also have a Nintendo DS. I did this 3DS. I did the same thing too. It just makes it so much more accessible, because like buying used PS2 games, good luck finding that for a good price. Finding controllers was insane enough. But yeah, getting what's it called? Getting hacking the PS2 was cool. I got Devil May Cry running on it, Simpsons Hit and Run, a few other games. I think Call of Duty 3. Most fondly, I remember the Lego games, like Lego Indiana Jones. What was it? Lego Indiana Jones. I remember I played GTA San Andreas, but I played the Steam port back when it wasn't horrible. On my laptop years ago. It was an ancient little thing, but it was a PS2 game, so it ran fine. And that was fun. Actually, I'm currently playing through Devil May Cry, though I have to finish Devil May Cry 3. That was, I think, PS2 era as well. Was it? Yeah, I think it was PS2 era, and the entire first 3 games of the franchise was PS2 era, I'm pretty sure. If it's not, correct me. Because for that, I just got the HD collection because it was on sale because of the anime release, yeah. I'm gonna guess half these games you pirated. Where else do you, the problem is, DMC, no. But when, what's it called, jailbreaking console? Yeah. Because, well, it's really hard to find games out there. Like, trying to find original cartridges. It's not like they're easily accessible. I paid for DMC. It was easily accessible. Good luck trying to find The Simpsons Hit and Run. Does that have a PC port? You know, it's not, what's it called? Call of Duty 3, pretty sure if it doesn't have microtransactions, it's not being sold anymore. And it's like, all you can find is ancient old copies. Like, the art of game preservation is very important because it is illegal, but you can't play most of these games anywhere else because some of these games weren't popular, so they didn't get ported to other consoles, so you have no way to play them. The reason the Xbox One hasn't been jailbroken or like hacked in any way, because there's not a high demand for it. You can find all Xbox One games, just most of them got, not a lot of them are stuck on the console. Most of them are still readily available. Most of them are still playable. You can find versions, ports, etc. So it's like, why would you do that? But with some games, like, I want to play the SpongeBob Game Boy game, good fucking luck finding it anywhere. It's an important thing to preserve these old titles that just get vanquished out of existence because sadly, games aren't considered that much of an art form, and were even less so in the past, so when they didn't preserve them, they didn't keep them somewhere, they didn't make them readily available. Actually, Nintendo does have the Nintendo Pass Store. They do have the Nintendo Online thing where you can download old games. Okay, that's fair enough, but there's still no SpongeBob game. There's still no SpongeBob on the Game Boy Color. Oh yeah, Arabic sentences. I found the pattern between the start and the end of every Arabic trend. Nice! Yeah, study smarter, not harder. Fair. I mean, yeah, my favorite little technique is sometimes when I forgot words, is to write the words, but write how I remember the words look and not the actual word. So it's not the correct word, I just wrote or like drew how the word looked. And if you draw it badly enough, the teacher sometimes reads something that isn't even there. I got 6s from that, that's like an A grade. From bullshit. There we go. We should do a bit more work on the hands, yeah. Because we're finishing up rapidly. It is a very good way. There was one class where I did that a lot, because it's not, I studied the material, but I just forgot a word or two, and I was like, god damn it, I guess I'll just, what's it called, draw out the word and hope for the best, and apparently I was very good at it. Here's a funny story in Stalling School. In like 3rd grade, when I was a child, like far more, yeah, I managed to commit the crime of forgery. I didn't even know it was a crime. By writing the principal of my school's handwriting, like signature, writing the signature and showing it to her face. And she didn't notice it wasn't her signature. I got away with, what's it called? And it was for a sticker, by the way. I committed forgery because I wanted a sticker really badly. Because we'd get like, she taught music or something like that. And we'd get like activity points for doing stuff. And if you got 5, you'd get a sticker. And of course, everyone wanted a sticker because we were all stupid children. And we'd also get like a really good grade, like a 5 for activities. And that's like the 2nd best grade, but I needed that sticker. And I had 4. And so I had her signature in my backpack, in my notebook. So I started trying to copy it with like this little red ballpoint pen I had. So I gave it like a few attempts. And then I wrote it in my official notebook. And then I walked up to him. Said, "Teacher, Please, you did not give me my sticker or my 5. No, I said the sticker, and I have 5 activity notes, so could I please get my reward? And she was like, oh yes, of course. She looked at her own fucking signature and didn't recognize it was forged. Which is funny. I think she believed me, which believed I wouldn't be so malicious, but no, I was being sneaky as hell. And then she gave me a 5. And she gave me the second best grade, and I was like, but where's my sticker? So I had to go up to her again. I was like, where's my sticker? And she was like, you want the sticker? And I was like, yes, I deserve a sticker. I'm entitled to it. And I got my fucking sticker. I had to go up and ask her for it too. But I got the sticker. I still have it on like one of my ancient drawing notebooks. Because I used to have sketchbooks in 3rd grade. It was like little writing notepads where I draw all the time instead of write. And I successfully committed a crime in front of her face. I'm surprised she didn't notice, but she probably wasn't that fussed about checking if some 8-year-old copied her signature. That is a funky story. Blim. One time I got 18 stars on a multiplication table. I assume stars being like some kind of reward for doing it correctly. Oh my god, what was the second stupidest thing I done? Oh yeah, we had a test. And I was absent. I don't remember why anymore, but it was years ago. I was absent for that test. Teacher was like, you have to do this. And I was like, okay. I didn't study at all. I didn't study a single ounce. And I was like, then it was the day, and there was me and another kid who both didn't write the test. So I was like, you know what? This material is simple. I'm going to quiz you orally. So you have to answer my questions, and if they're correct, then yeah, we'll be fine. We'll get a good grade. And like, okay, great. So he picks the guy first, the guy before me, and he starts quizzing him. And this guy knows nothing, right? My teacher corrects him. He's correcting him. It's like, no, this is supposed to be like this. You're doing it wrong. It's like, this is how it's supposed to be done. And so he's helping the guy. And I don't know if the guy passes or fails or nothing. I don't recall. But then he gets to me. And as soon as I heard him giving the answers to the questions, my brain zoned in on that. And I started remembering every single thing he said as he was kind of like half explaining the material. And suddenly, like, I got this flashback sequence of things that came back to me. What's it called? When I was, when we were doing it in actual class in school. And I got a 5 for that. Because I kept giving the correct answers by doing the exact opposite of the guy in front of me, what he said. And my teacher was so happy. He's like, oh my god, you studied so hard. I was like, no, I didn't study a bit. I just kind of learned on the spot and passed. And I felt so great because he was congratulating me about it too. He was like, you did so well. And I was like, thank you. Yeah, I did study. No. Imagine the poor teacher was losing eyesight, so she teaches younger grades. No, she had glasses, I think, but she was like an art teacher. She taught older grades as well. That's why she believed you. Oh no, I just think she didn't assume trickery. And which is good. It's good to assume the best of people. I'm just the worst of people, so you should be wary. Oh my god, we have added so much texture. I noticed this. But that was funny. I got away with completely... I wasn't cheating. I was just learning quickly. Like, I think I did that a few times where a teacher was quizzing someone and I memorized their answers. My non-insecure nature? No, I'm very insecure. It's like... Back then, Jesus Christ, I was such a shy child. It was not fun. But then again, I was also cheeky for some reason. I don't know where I got it from, but it's like lying. When I lie, it's straight into someone's face, and I don't make eye contact while doing it. But then again, I don't make eye contact while speaking to people, so no one can tell. No, but it's just common in this country's culture to deceive teachers, unfortunately. So of course I have done it. It's like, see all that you get, there's no point. It doesn't get you anything. It's just meh, you know, just unfortunate. But in the past, yeah, I used to be a menace to society. But it is better to be honest in most scenarios. Because, or just build trust in general with these people. Because then when something actually happens, they are inclined to believe you. Holy. I think it's time to wrap up soon. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of things to do on this piece. And it's getting to the point where I want to stop streaming so I can make sure I'm going to sleep enough, etc, etc. So wrap up in a few. I just want to do these last little few details to roughen it up a little bit. Because for some reason I just started and it looks good to me, so I won't stop. We'll do the whole speed to paint, we'll have a little chat, and yeah, it'll be time to go. Sleep is important, true. Yeah, I sleep like 7 hours. That's good enough. It's good enough for me to be awake enough to do my job, not fail at it, and be able to respond. Especially if I eat beforehand. Always make sure to eat before you do something, because usually I'm not tired because I lack energy, I'm tired because I'm hungry. That's the thing I've experienced a lot. Where it's like, usually I'm out of energy at work because, not because I've not slept enough, it's just because I haven't eaten anything. That's very important. But there we go. Okay. Looks good enough. Did I do all the nails? Yeah, I did do all the nails, all 3 of them. Ah, the scarring I didn't do. Okay, it's time to do the scarring. I have a cup in my way, that's probably ruining the avatar. Yeah, because she's broken. Because after a while you just have to reset it. It's just a shortcut key though, so... It's easy enough. VC Face is an amazing program. Oh my god, I love open source, holy. I was thinking about getting a different VTuber program, and there is one that has better tracking. I have found one. But it's a subscription payment. I don't know if I'll be in any state to use it as consistently as I do now. I guess it's kind of still inconsistent. But in any state to constantly be using it to make it worth the 90-ish a month. I wish it could be a one-time payment. I would buy it if it was a one-time payment completely, because it's like, great, I'll have it when I need it, and I won't have it when I don't need it, and I supported a program that I like that looks good. I was looking into Luppet, which is a one-time program, but you can't do automatic expressions. Oh, with VC Face, you can have automatic expressions. Wait, let me break the system a little bit. Yep. I'm going to see. Because I think I do have them set to automatic, yeah. Experimental detection. That you have to calibrate manually. I think the way I have it set now, it just... Yeah, she smiles. What? Oh yeah. Link since yes. Because VC Face, I think it stopped being supported and stopped being updated. Yeah, because it's been the latest version for 2 years, which fair enough, people are busy. But what's it called? There's this new one that has a really good hand tracking, for example. And I would get it if it wasn't a subscription, because I can afford it, it would be fine. But I just want it permanently on my computer. I want it when I need to use it, not when I need to pay for it to have it, because it'll just be such a money sink. Shame. There we go. I think we're approaching completion. Like, genuinely approaching full completion. Partly because I'm tired, partly because I want to move on. Because art is never finished, it is abandoned, and that is a fact. I could keep going and going forever. Maybe this will be the Mona Lisa one day, in 1,000 years. But we gotta move on eventually. And I think I'm leaving it in a pretty good state to be able to call it proud. And I mean, if anything, I can see a mistake and I can always go back, fix 3 things. Hey, the high cesium glass. I should get something to eat. Yeah, eat. It's good. I am really bad at following my own advice, God. I starve myself sometimes. Like, no, not like horribly. What's it called? Just, I forget to eat because I get too distracted by something, or I'm just busy, or I just can't be bothered. It's like, this is pure genius ingenuity. Can't be bothered to eat. To be honest, everything except from my hobbies feels like a distraction. Eating is nice, but like, when art is involved, art is the overdrive, art is the main priority, so it's like, it feels worse in comparison. Why would I eat when I could draw, you know? Stuff like that. Because I'm not right now, but in general, there have been times where you get so sucked into something, it's like, this needs to be done. And it's not very healthy, unfortunately. I wish you could see the kind of, yeah, that's a good shadow here. That's what I wanted. I might change the line art color, because when you do, you have to be a bit careful, but usually I change it a little bit. Oh, because we have several line art layers. There's no need to have several right now, so. Yeah, we will do a clipping mask. And usually I change it to like a very dark brown, because it just softens everything up. Oh, but I see some things have been drawn on the wrong layer. Like, you take this and you soften it up, it looks a lot softer. You take this and it looks softer too. Yeah, but I don't think I'll do it for the whole thing. Okay, we'll leave out one last thing. This layer has changed the entire fucking piece. And so easy. Maybe you're not lazy, maybe it's just not stimulating your mind enough to want to do it. Like, I sometimes put off work. I have, this thing I need to do for a class. It is like a Księga Znaku, which is like a book about a logo. And I drew the logo, and I had so much fun drawing the logo, and I was so hyped. But then doing that booklet, I have to Photoshop like 6 things, and then I'm done. And then I'm genuinely done. But it's just so simple. And not really that interesting, so I keep putting it off. Which is not a good thing to do, but I have until the end of the month, so I will do it eventually. I will force myself to. I'll probably start a little bit tomorrow after my daily woo-wah grind. Like, you just have to... Motivation is really hard to capture. I used to be very disciplined. I could just for hours do like single things and be perfectly fine. But it came from a bad place. It came from an unhealthy place. That's the one thing you need to be careful about. Is to make sure the motivation doesn't come from a place that makes you feel bad. That hurts you deeply. Oh my god, I should have stopped a while ago, but we keep going. Okay. Whoa. Look at this! Oh, that was a lot of work. Oh my god, it's probably gonna be above 8 hours. Okay, one thing before we go through the art, I wanna compare the old version. Hello, you can come to the top kindly. Oh, you didn't come to the top. So we have the old version from 2023. Yeah, you can come to the top. Come on, you can stand next to us. We should make room for her. That's the canvas. Is it just canvas size? Yeah. We'll make a bit of room for her. I'll probably crop it down later. Oh my god, she doesn't have a hand anymore. Oh well, it doesn't matter. There we go, you can... Ah, the proportions! The proportions, man, that's the worst part. Yeah. Oh my god. There are so many differences. Namely the mouth. This is disgusting. It's low quality because this, I think, is a screenshot from everything. This color is so random. It's just teal for some reason. Why? Like, the eyes are... Why are they so elongated? It's just mostly the proportions. Like, you have this stick of a neck. I think that was intentional. But I really do not like these shoulders. It doesn't feel as puffy before. It looks so derpy. Yeah, this was 2023. 2023. There we go. She does look very derpy. It just lacks shape, mostly. It lacks shape. Yeah, that's how I can best describe it. Where the knees, they don't have a shape. Where it just... This lacks a shape. Like, these eyes lack shape, these feathers, they're just... not like... like spiky, you know. This arm thing, they just it's random. Like, even this looks better because it's more sticking out, but like, you'd want it kind of poofy, wouldn't you? Even that would be better, though it looks a bit goofy. But it's the design I've been using for so long. But now we have a new one! Okay, I'm curious to see the video time-lapse replay. Oh, he can see the old canvas and the new one. That's cool. The new one is exceptionally thicker. Oh, I always have a problem with drawing thicker characters. Wait, can we pause this? Oh, yes. This body is horrible. These are horrid proportions. This is disgusting. But yeah, I always have a problem. I draw very thick females. I just naturally do that. I don't know why, but oh well. It's just a thing I do. It's nothing bad. It's just an anatomy thing I do. For some reason, I gravitate to that kind of body type and like doing it over and over again. Compare their shoes. Yeah, the shoes. We were 30 minutes in. These are not feet. This is what I mean by a leg shape. A foot is kind of like a weird car, you know? It's like something like that. Like, you go here, and then... Oh, do you have a foot? Kind of. It's still a bit lacking. Like, the way to draw feet is you draw, like, a car. Wait a sec. I learned this life hack. We have this little car. Then we draw another car. And we keep drawing. Same little shape over and over again. And it's like... When you connect them and, like, smooth it out a little... Oh my god, you have toes all of a sudden! This is very simplified, but yeah, foot. That looks bad, but that's the thing. That's the point. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Any other VTubers cannot deny. Yeah, she's a bit thicker. I always do that. I don't want to export it, no. Come on, we were 30 minutes in. Yeah, because you see at the top here, there's like timing. This was an hour, by the way, just starting the sketch. That chair hack is so cool. Fair. Yeah, because I was using like something to copy and paste it. Like, what's it called? A drawing assist to make it easier. Yeah. Oh my god, this took so long. It's like, then I usually rendered the sketch a little bit, and yeah, I always render the sketch a little bit like this, so... I like it. And the line art was pain. Oh, the line art was very painful. Oh my god. Oh, I did use the copies, but yeah, you can see it drawing twice here. It's a little sneaky. I think the worst I felt about it was when I first colored it in. Like, we had base coloring here. I was like, then I wasn't sure if it would end up looking cute, cause I don't like the eyes. I changed the eyes a lot. I think in my next stream, yeah, I literally went to the eyes as my first thing. I kept messing with them. I was like, I didn't even like them until now. Yeah, cause I did the shading. I remember this. This was when I had an unfortunate incident at an unknown location, and then I was changing the eyes, yeah. It's like a good 20 minutes of playing with the eyes. I'm not very good at giving insight. This looks horrible, by the way, because it's just base shading. It's like, ew, and I didn't even like it. I was like, should I drop this or not? But I didn't drop it. It is the definition of trust the fucking process. This is 6 hours in. What the fuck? It's 6 hours. It's 6 hours. I'm going to cry. Oh my god. Yeah. This was 6 hours in. And then we started doing the hair, which is when I got, yeah. And then today's stream was 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Fucking hell. That is way too long. No, you could make this much faster. You can make this definitely much faster. But it has been so much fun. It's been an honor to draw something. I will export it another time. Oh my god. Oh, we're going to go here. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, it still has the thing in the corner. Oh, that was a marathon. That was 5 streams for one piece of art. Okay, when we're gonna be making the Eurovision OC, or whatever I decide to call it, that's going to be even weird. That's going to be even crazier. Maybe when I'm going to be doing that, I'll buy the second, like, purchase a month subscription to the what is it called? The month subscription to the program with like hand tracking and stuff, because I think it'll look way cooler. It'll end up looking a lot nicer. And yeah, that was a lovely set of streams. I hope in the future I can keep drawing same time next Tuesday. Around the same time. I'm not sure if it'll be Tuesday, unless I make a scheduled stream. That's when I know I'll be sure, because it's like keeping a promise to myself. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you sleep well, rest well, exist well, and have lovely days tomorrow. It was very fun drawing with you lot, and I hope we can be drawing for many more hours. This has took 10 hours, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm going to go to sleep now. Have a great night or day, and goodbye.